everyone, welcome back to another episode of Chateau Life. I'm here by myself because Angelina is away. So I've been getting on with some various bits and pieces to try to get caught up, and of course, as we let you all know in the last episode, we weren't able to hold our events this year. Positive out of that is obviously we managed to get away and have a small break, but it does mean that now, because we're not working outside, we get to come back to the room we started inside, the morning salon, which is where I'm stood. For those of you who don't remember, or maybe you're new to the channel, the morning salon we started a little while back and it was completely ruined. All of the plaster was falling off the wall and we needed to be able to deal with that. So we put up plasterboard everywhere to deal with that issue. So we used a daub and dab method to put up plasterboard. We then joint and taped all of the joints and of course then filled in all of the areas we needed filling. Spent a long time sanding it all down to make a lovely smooth surface. Dealt with various bits of wooden architrave so we could decorate the room in a slightly better way and tidy up edges. And then of course I got as far as getting the base coat of white on the wall, and then the summer arrived. So we had to get on with possibly our events and all the prep work for that. Now, we don't have that issue, so we're back in this room and trying to get further ahead. And on top of that, I'm really lucky, something we've been waiting for ages has finally arrived, which means we're on to the next step. If you're new to the channel and haven't yet subscribed, and you like watching videos about life in a chateau and renovating one, of course, then please do think about hitting the subscribe button underneath the video and then hit the bell button so you get notifications as and when new videos are out. It is completely free, it just means you can find us much more easily and know when we're releasing a new video. Right, on to the rest. What's finally arrived is the coving to go at the top. And then once now that's arrived, I can put that up. Then we can really just finish off the decoration, the walls, and start moving down. I'm looking forward to it. Here it is. Enough to do the whole room. And here's what it looks like. So, that sort of shape. Once it's up against the ceiling. We really like this. And it's nice and big, so we should be able to see this quite well when it's up. And that's the next job.
Now, one of the things that I find really important about doing all this work on a place like this, especially when I'm by myself because Angelina's away, is taking 5 minutes to yourself just to unwind and relax. And that brings me to today's video sponsor, ANGELINA'S Manor. It's a free to download game and the link is in the description below our video. It follows Eva Mendes, who's a successful mystery writer, and life goes completely haywire and is flipped upside down when one of her long lost family members disappears. It's obviously a lot of fun for me for winding down, but also it's really, really good with some of the renovation ideas, and sometimes getting your mind working really helps you in other places. Follow the clues so you can find out why that relative disappeared, and of course then unlock the secrets of the manor. So thank you so much to ANGELINA'S Manor for sponsoring today's video, and once again the link is in the description below the video. Now, time to get on with renovating my own manor.
You might remember from previous videos that I've got a very old trailer I made out of a caravan, which is quite useful, but it's falling apart. So we had to put it back together. It's time to get it finished so we can pick up some new furniture that Angelina's bought. Basically, a long time ago, this was a caravan. I destroyed it by tying it to a tree and dragging it forward, made it into a trailer. And it worked for a couple of years, generally falling apart most years and then sort of being loosely bolted back together. So I decided enough was enough, it needs to be done properly. And I've just been welding these pieces into here to be able to support slightly better wood and removing all the bolts and welding it all up. Been a while, but I can't really weld in the rain and there's been nothing but rain recently. So I'm hoping this break in the weather, as much as I want to be getting on with that, I can't do it without this, and I also can't do lots of clearing up here without this. So
this is now my first project, and it's right next to the wood chipper, which I'm also welding some broken pieces up on. Okay. Now, just so experienced welders out there can see that I am awful at this, but we're not getting bad. It's not neat, so I'm grinding it all back. Here's not a bad bead of weld down there, and this one's not terrible, but I've ground this join back all the way down. I've done that both to make it neat, but also so I can check how well it's bonded, and I'm happy with that so far. Let's tidy it all up. Hello. I'm sure you're here for moral support, yes? Yes. The moral support being for Angelina, as she is painting all the metalwork of the trailer. Now I've welded it all up.
I'm covering my hair in black paint.
Oh dear.
It's looking good. It's a lovely paint to use, and we're in a bit of a rush to have this trailer, well, A, working really, really well, being really solid, and B, protected so that we don't, so that it's done once and for all and it's solid for a good time. Because I found awesome wardrobes to purchase, like those beautiful armoires that I got before. I found 3 in 2 different locations, so we're getting one after the other, guys. It's going to be a pretty busy week, but it's going to be so worth it because it's getting more of the chateau furniture in here for the chateau. And well, who doesn't love French armoires?
I'm just going to show them from the other side and get away from the ducks that look like they're about to eat me.
Yeah.
Just look at that. That's fantastic.
There you go. It's almost coming to the end. It's beautiful, nice and protected. Good quality anti-rust paint on this, and it glides on like butter. Really, it's so smooth. It's such a pleasure to work with it. But look how shiny it looks, and when it dries, it'll be just as shiny. So it's my new favorite outdoor paint, shall I say, for metal work. It's nice. Ta-da! All done and complete. Philly did the welding, I did the painting, and then Philly's going to finish up the wood tomorrow. It's a team effort, so that's something to be happy about. It's looking really good as well. So well done.
Paint's dry. Angelina did a fantastic job of this, and she's even done the wheels, as you can see. They're back on, and a new jockey wheel, and we are rolling. One of the good things about this trailer, which was the reason why we made it, is it's, as you can see, very light. I know it hasn't got any wood in it, but the idea is it's easy to maneuver around. That's why it's built out of an old caravan. Next job, obviously we've got a rolling trailer. We haven't got this, it won't hold anything, as you can see. So I need to get some of the wood cut down for the sides, get those stained up, ready to go in, and then I can get the wood floor in, and then we can basically finish this off. We do need to use it, as Angelina's found some really fantastic furniture that we need to go and pick up. It won't fit in the boot of the car, so we're going to have to get the trailer rolling for that. And of course, it is our everyday trailer, so I do need it to be able to get rid of garden waste, stuff to the recycling centre, the general stuff that in a big place like this you use all the time. So time for wood.
Oh, it's a perfect fit. Well done on that. Let's have a closer look on your mastership work.
Well, I need to I'm just going to tap it that way a little bit with a rubber mallet to see if I can get this to marry up perfect. But I think we're just about there. So no matter what the weather is doing, we have to get this done. So in between the horrific rain showers, and I mean torrential monsoon season in a tropical country type showers, we have to get this done. So it's an interesting time.
Yeah, and as you can see, the floor is wet from the rain, and we did have actually a tarpaulin cover over it, but obviously creatures have eaten through it and whatever. But that's fine. So what I plan to do is oil this floor with some very good stuff. But let's have a look. Down here, that's a perfect fit. Here's another perfect fit as well. He's doing a really good job. And we now, it appears, have one last final piece to go in the bottom so that we can start on the sides. So the progress is taking shape, but we are appearing to be having 3 seasons all in one day, I would say, basically.
Let me just...
Phil, always the perfectionist.
And then I just need to put another bar under here, but it's nice, it's tight.
I don't think you have any gap there. I think you did really, really well. Right, so the trailer is nice and dry, the paint that is, and I even managed to do the wheel hubs on there. Philly has managed to begin the floor putting in, and as you can see, 2 boards are in. There's a third one that's going in there as soon as I put the camera down, and they are so close together. Check out the seam on that, you can't even tell. And look at craftsmanship over there, that's pretty close. It's really good. We've even got some magical spectators over there, the ducks. They're watching our every move. How do you think we're getting on, Philly, in this wonderful weather?
Do you know what? Look, it's a nightmare with the weather, but we're getting somewhere. And it's just about getting this right, because obviously Angelina needs to protect this wood in a minute, which is why I'm cutting it all to size now, because we can't have this getting destroyed by the elements. But I also need to make this perfect, because I need to be able to sweep and scrape this out sometimes with a spade when we go over to the recycling centre to get rid of garden waste, that sort of thing. And I can't be smashing a piece of wood with a spade. So it's a bit technical, but you know what? I'm so glad we're finally at this stage and we can get the thing finished.
Indeed, so we want it as smooth as possible. I will be oiling it with some special oil to protect it against all the elements, and we'll be then finally be able to put the surround wall on this trailer. So I'm going to put the camera down and help you out now, Philly.
Super. So I've had to stop working on that trailer because the rain just keeps on coming in, and then we get the bright sunshine straight afterwards, so it's really difficult to start working on painting, that sort of thing. So I had to borrow a trailer to be able to go and get the furniture, but that's now all here. Let me give you a little sneak peek while before Angelina gets hold of it and starts putting her touches to it. Obviously it's all got to be cleaned up, woodworm treated, that sort of thing, but look at this beautiful bedside cabinet. We've got 2 of these. Really pretty, beautiful marble top. And look at the detail here. It's really nice. That's part of a bed set. And now what we have in here, this is the bottom of the bed. And here's the headboards. Look at this. Lovely fabric, and look at the detail. I like this bed, and I know exactly what room that can go in. I'll be looking forward to that. Here's obviously the sides. Look, It's nice, isn't it? And then these are the sides to one of the armoires. I think that's the more simple one design, but again, look, aren't they beautiful? Obviously you need to be able to see them upright and with the glass doors on, but you're getting an idea of what these are going to look like. We've also got this beautiful piece which we picked up the other day. That's a display cabinet which Angelina's going to have for stuff in her workshop, I think. Very pretty. Be able to put her bits and bobs where she can see it nice and easily. Got to be neat and tidy people. Right, let me show you a couple of the other bits. Here's some mirrored doors. Need cleaning, of course. To one of those armoires, so you get a better idea what they're going to look like. Let me show you the tops and the bottoms. Here's one of them. Look at those, Lizzie. Unfortunately, this one has been cut, as often happens out in France. You find a lot of these that are cut because they just wouldn't fit in most people's houses. So they're cut off to be able to fit. But look at the detail. We actually have, I think, the missing piece. So I'm going to try and fix that. And look at these lovely legs. I really do look forward to getting these sorted out and put up. What do you think? And now, this is the last one. That's all in one piece, which is really, really helpful. And again, lovely ornate stuff. Look at those legs. Do love France for the furniture you can pick up for such reasonable prices. And I can't wait to see those up. So what do you think of that furniture? I mean, I really love France and all of the stuff that you can pick up like that compared to other places, especially the UK. So I'm always really, really intrigued by what you can find out there. And I think we've got some bargains. I mean, what was your favourite piece? Do let us know in the comments in the video below. I've now got to get on with that other room I started, so that'll be in another video. Obviously, Angelina wants to help. We've been working on that together for quite a while, and I think it's something we need to finish off together. But I'm off to pick her up in a minute, so it won't be that long until we get to finish that off and show everybody. In the meantime, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Matt. Bye now. We're at 40% of our goal for the aeration system for the moat. For those of you that have been following our progress, or that are new to this, we've been trying to get an aeration system for the moat. As you know, Chateau du Bailleul is surrounded by a water-filled moat, and it hasn't been looked after properly for over 60 years. So it's nearing the end of its life without serious maintenance. Our current goal is to get a water aeration system in place to help the wildlife and aquatic life here improve and flourish. The system will breathe much needed life and, of course, oxygen back into the water. If you want to help us hit this goal and bring a helping hand to nature here by visiting the links in the video description below.
And as always, a special thanks to our VIP tier patrons. If you'd like to become a patron, then simply head over to the link in the description,